What's up, you guys? In today's video I want to share my experience, what I've learned, and pretty much all I've been through with posting every single day. And obviously there's going to be positives and negatives to this, so today I just want to go over the negative first and then we'll go to the positive. So one of the negative things that I've noticed about posting every day is that the content might not be as good, because if you think about it, just spending 10 days in the video is obviously going to be better if you spend 1 day in a video. And as much as you try, obviously it's not going to be, in my opinion, as good, because I'm not as experienced as many other YouTubers and stuff. And I feel like one of those things to keep in mind, just to, I guess if you're starting off, doesn't really matter. Like me, I'm kind of starting off, so it's just, there's not really much of an audience to complain about my content being not as good. But yeah, it's just one of those things to keep in mind. So yeah, obviously there's going to be times where you don't want to post, but if you're forcing yourself to it, you're gonna have to post. And when you do, it's gonna really show that you just didn't put as much effort on the video. And a lot of times you just kind of use fill in type of videos that are not really, you don't put your 100% to it. And also, if you have other things going on in your life, which most of you do, you're gonna be feeling a little stressed, because you're gonna want to push yourself to that. And then if you don't do it, you're gonna fail your goal or whatever. And yeah, it just seems like one of those things that definitely could add some stress into your life, but I feel like it'll be worth it at the end of the day. Alright, so now let's switch it around, and we know there's a lot more positives than negatives. So here's one of them. One of the most important things that I've learned is just pretty much when you make more videos, obviously there's more mistakes, and that really helps you, because mistakes equals to wanting to fix those mistakes, and pretty much overall just getting more experience. And honestly, I've noticed a lot, like if you're doing something and then the lighting is not that great, on the next video you're not gonna make that mistake and you're gonna try to fix it. And it's just one of those things that you develop skills. You have to, at first, if you see an issue, you have to look up a video on YouTube or a tutorial or something. But then if you happen to run through the same problem, you could just, you relate, because you already went through that. So you know how to fix it, you know how to do better edits, fixing, your lighting, your camera settings and stuff like that. And it's just something that I feel that everyone has to go through to be able to understand what the issues are. And when you're posting every day, it's a bigger chance of you messing up and pretty much learning from that mistake. Not only that, but I feel like obviously when you start getting more experience, I feel that you're gonna be faster. And once you start developing this kind of repetitive sort of mechanism in your brain when you're editing your videos, you know how to edit better and more efficiently, because if now you can probably edit a video that was supposed to take you 10 hours, edit it in 4 hours, which obviously it's an improvement in the future if you want to make better videos. And yeah, overall I feel like gaining experience in every way, it's obviously good, and yeah, it's well worth it. Second thing I would like to point out is going to be the exposure. Obviously, if you're posting, let's say, 5 videos a month, it's going to be a lot less chances of being exposed than if you're posting 30 videos a month. If 2 videos of that monthly upload work, that's a lot better than just 5 videos that did not work. So I don't know, in my experience, I feel like, yeah, there's some videos that definitely did not work in my end. And yeah, you start to see what works and what doesn't. So I think it's really helpful in the sense of kind of like guidance to see what you could do in the future videos. Something that you saw that already worked, you could just try it out again and see if it works again. And if you see that starts working, why not keep doing that type of content to get more people in, and yeah, hopefully expand your YouTube channel. So the last thing that I learned that I think is one of the most valuable things is pretty much just improving your work ethic. You see, when you're in a job and you're getting pushed by a boss, you're gonna do whatever they tell you to. So if they tell you, oh, you have to do this thing 100 times, you're gonna do it, because obviously you don't want to get fired. But when you're on YouTube, there's no one really telling you, oh, do this, do that. So you're kind of left on your own. But when you kind of push yourself to want to do something every day, you're going to start developing this sort of momentum, to the next day you're going to be planning your day around so you could post a video if you want to post a video every day. And that's going to help you in the long run, because you're going to develop this continuity that you want to follow up on. And hopefully later on, when you start feeling like, oh, I could do this, and then just switch it over to, let's say, 3 videos a week, you're gonna feel a lot more confident, because you're like, oh, I have more time to work on this or that. And not necessarily, but I mean, you could at least put more planning into it. Even if you do pretty much work on it every day, it's gonna be better, because you're putting 2-3 days to one single video, and that's gonna show obviously once you edit it and stuff like that. And it's one thing that I've noticed that I feel I'm gonna be able to get through, hopefully, because now I want to switch over to 3 days a week or something, to see if I can hopefully make better content, because I notice a lot of my stuff is not really that great. But you have to open your eyes and see, not just think of, I mean, you should be proud of yourself, obviously, but there's times where you have to see your errors. And yeah, I don't know if you do it, but like a lot of times you're like, no, this looks perfect. You have to ask someone else like to tell you what's wrong, and it might hurt a little, but you know, just get over it and hopefully, you know, improve your content and see what works, see what doesn't. And by getting feedback, it just helps through that process and not just see it through your eyes, because a lot of times you think it's perfect, but it's not.
And it's a sad truth.
And the last thing I learned is that if you start kind of doing more videos, you're gonna notice how easy it is if you plan the videos and then have them more sort of scripted. Once you start shooting, it's pretty much easier, and you start developing this thing where you want to write down or, you know, plan this stuff before you even do it. And at the end of the day, if a video was gonna take you a long time, it's gonna be a lot less because you have everything planned out and you could go ahead and go about your day and do other stuff. I feel like it's great. Just anyone should try it. Just, you know, post every day, do whatever, get experience, and yeah, let me know if this worked for you. But yes, honestly, I feel like everyone should give this a try. It's something that it will be really well worth it, and it's a way to expedite your experience. And yeah, just let me know down below if you give this a try and it works. I'll be so happy if I help just a single person. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and see you in the next one, guys. Take care and have a good one.